5:18 on the clock, and new this morning, a cold weather advisory has been issued by the National Weather Service for the entire Lower Peninsula, starting at 1 a.m. Friday morning and continuing on until 10 a.m. on Saturday, as that Arctic air is expected to sink into West Michigan. Right now, our weather ball is blinking blue as we have these cooler temperatures in view and continued chances for snowfall in sight. This news sponsored by LaFontaine Ford of Grand Rapids. Today's forecast features temperatures in the upper teens to low 20s. We start to see the winds pick up from out of the west-northwest throughout our afternoon and overnight hours. And then this is where that polar vortex's Arctic air is going to settle into West Michigan. And by as early as 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, we anticipate sub-zero conditions for much of our area. -9 degrees, our actual temperature by 5 a.m. -6 degrees in Grand Rapids, -1 in Muskegon. A little bit warmer for some of our southwestern zones. That's going to be the influence of Lake Michigan, giving you guys just slightly warmer temperatures, but still dangerously cold outside. As we head throughout your Friday, we still anticipate to be sitting near 0 degrees or slightly below zero throughout Friday afternoon. And then Friday night and into your Saturday is when we see the coldest punch of air. Temperature-wise, we are going to drop down near -20 degrees. Remember that record, -24 degrees. There are many locations inland that are going to make a run at that -24 degree temperature. One thing that's really important in this forecast, of course, is going to be the wind speeds, which do look to be the most predominant early Friday morning, with winds gusting at about 35 to even nearly 40 miles per hour. With that, that means that Friday morning's commute is actually going to be the coldest, despite our temperature profile being a little bit colder in the Friday evening time frame and into early Saturday morning. But with the winds being so strong early on Friday, we're talking wind chill values that will sit somewhere between -15 to -30 degrees for much of West Michigan. Headed into Friday afternoon, we're still talking wind chill values sitting in the negative teens, and then we drop right back down towards that -30 degree mark for the actual exposed skin, your skin is going to feel like when you're standing outside early on Saturday morning. Slight improvements are expected throughout the remainder of the weekend, as we do have a system now that looks to approach a little bit closer to us, which will bring us a wave of cloud coverage Saturday night and into Sunday, hopefully helping to preserve our temperatures somewhat. Hour by hour forecast, in addition to these extreme cold temperatures, we're still tracking chances for snowfall throughout today. Westerly winds developing that lake effect snow into the afternoon hours, most predominant across our northern areas. And then we see those northwesterly belts set up as we head into Friday. Looking at some of our snowfall totals, we're looking at 1 to 3 inches of snow to come down throughout your Thursday. And then along and west of US 31, models are suggesting that you may pick up another 3 to 6 inches of snow throughout the day on Friday. This will be a very fine and dusty snow, and that's because of the cold temperatures that are at play. But still, more snow where that came from, and immediate lakeshore communities experiencing those bitter cold temperatures coupled along with it. Sunday, we are continuing to monitor a system that continues to creep further north each model run that we watch. That could potentially bring us another round of snowfall, and we'll watch that closely. Teens to upper 20s today, upper teens to low 20s expected throughout the day today. And then that cold air inbound for the weekend, 13 on your side, 7-day forecast, showing our temperatures climbing into next week, returning back to the teens.